We're joined by Brendan, a New Zealander passionate about sharing his country's culture with others. Brendan, I'd like to talk to you about the people and culture of New Zealand. So, who were the first New Zealanders?
Māori came to New Zealand over 1,000 years ago from a land where, according to Māori mythology, the world was created along with its first people. And today, around 1 in 7 New Zealanders identify as Māori.
So, if 1 in 7 New Zealanders is Maori, what about the others?
Well, the majority of New Zealanders are of European origin. European settlement began in the 18th century, and New Zealand became a British colony in 1840 after 2 documents were signed: the Treaty of Waitangi in English and Te Tiriti o Waitangi in Māori. After this, the British population quickly overtook the Māori population and became the dominant culture. I'd like to point out that the text signed by the Māori was not an exact translation of the English text, so the Māori did not actually agree to New Zealand becoming a British colony. A tribunal now exists to rule on issues raised by these differences.
But am I right in thinking Maori culture is important in New Zealand today, and visitors can experience it for themselves?
Absolutely. Since the 1980s, there has been a very strong focus on biculturalism. Māori culture, language, and traditions form an essential part of the country's national identity. The best place to observe Māori culture is in a marae, which is a sacred meeting place. Visits begin with a welcoming ceremony. During a marae visit, you may hear speeches and singing, see carved wooden meeting houses, and say hello with a hongi. A hongi is a greeting where people press their noses together. Oh, and you might also experience a hangi feast.
What's a hangi feast?
It's a traditional cooking method which has been around for centuries. First of all, meat and vegetables are put in a basket, then placed on hot stones at the bottom of a large hole in the ground. They're then covered with a wet cloth and a pile of earth to trap the heat from the stones. After 3 hours, the food is removed, and you can enjoy its irresistible, smoky, earthy flavour.
Sounds delicious.